What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. This morning we're gonna be trying to kill some geese. We're hunting a tilled wheat field this morning. I came up last night back up to North Dakota, met up with Collin and Dustin. I didn't have time to scout, but Collin went out when I was on my way up here, and he's been watching these 200 plus geese for like 2 weeks now. They've been in the same field, so we're gonna try to hunt them. It hasn't been a huge feed, so they haven't hunted it, but 200 birds is decent. It's just gonna be Collin and Dustin shooting. I think Dustin's gonna shoot right away, and then Collin will shoot if he shoots his limit. We got like a 2-mile-an-hour wind right now, south-southeast, which is good for us. The birds are roosting to the north of the field. So we're gonna set the A-frames up here, set the spread up, and hope they come back here this morning. All right, guys, we just got the A-frame set up and the spread set up, and we're just gonna grab some brush now. Dustin hunted yesterday morning. He did a solo hunt, and he kind of stubbled in past the A-frames, so it looked more like a weed line, not just one big blob of weeds sitting in the field. It worked out pretty decent for him. So we're gonna try the same thing. We're just gonna run probably 10 yards out on each side so it looks like a longer weed line that kind of thins out instead of just one big blob. We're just gonna try that again today, make it look a little bit more natural, and see how that works.
So we're running 10 dozen dive bomb V2Fs this morning. We got kind of just a line out in front, spread probably 20-30 yards on either end of the A-frame, and we're trying to keep them at least 10-15 yards away from the A-frame, the nearest decoy anyway. So when you're hunting an A-frame, I mean, you typically want ideally a 20-yard shot. You can't really get them in that much tighter unless they're coming straight over top of you, but those geese don't like to come straight at a bunch of trees or a bunch of grass. So an ideal shot would be 20 yards, but that's what we're doing. 10 dozen V2Fs. We got an arm running out this way, little blob up here to try and pull them up. We don't have much wind, so we're probably gonna have to call them in to get them in close, but I think it should be pretty good this morning. These birds been in here for a while. Stay tuned. Shoot him.
We had a pair that busted off a bigger flock of cacklers, and they came in behind us, probably like a 40-yard shot. Dustin shot one of those. It's pretty hard to get footage in here right now with the trees. And then we had a bigger flock of probably 25 or 30 that worked us. They're all trying to land in the dirt on the other side. So the part we're in right now, it's a little more gold. It's still dark, but a little more gold. And then probably 150 yards from us, it switches and it's like all black. They're targeting that part of the field for some reason. Hopefully the next flock that comes over here will look at us a little better without those live geese over there, or work us a little more.
Oh my God, boy.
All right, well, we have a bunch of birds coming over here. Nothing's looking at us. They're all just going right over us or right past us and landing in the field next to us. When Dustin went over to scare them birds up to what we thought was just a black field, it turns out there's some green stuff sprouting out of it. So they're all landing in there, feeding off of that green sprout coming up. They don't even want to look at us. They're just going straight to that field and going right down. We just had 3 come over us, decently close, and Dustin's gun clicked.
I have a garbage can with a trigger attached to it, and I guess that doesn't work for shooting shells, so.
Yep, you heard it here, folks. But we're gonna stick it out a little longer. We haven't seen close to all the birds yet. Hopefully something comes over us low enough to shoot again and Dustin's gun goes off.
Another clip on my third shot.
We just had a flock come over us pretty low and Dustin picked 2 of them off with his first 2 shots and the 3rd shot his gun clicked again. So that was nice, but we're slowly picking them off. They're all still going right into that field over here.
These birds obviously have their minds made up on going to that green field because they're flying right past us. They're coming over low, cupping up even before the A-frame, but they're just flying straight past us and going down there. So we're just taking shots at passing by birds basically. Every time I've pulled up to shoot them, I've knocked 1 or 2 down, and my gun is malfunctioning today, so I'm getting kind of upset with that, but I'll take her apart when I get home. I only need 3 more geese and I got my 8. We'll see if we can do that.
Well, at least you're hitting them when your gun goes off.
Yeah, I mean, that first pair I missed 2 of my shots, but since then it's been a lot better.
We just had another flock come into us super low in front of us. Dustin dropped 2 more, first 2 shots. Doing pretty good. He needs 1 more to finish his limit off, and then if they're still flying, I think Collin's gonna shoot a few. Yeah. We had a triple come in that actually decoyed, the first birds of the morning that actually decoyed. Dustin shot his last bird out of that. His gun clicked the first time again, and he got a shot off luckily. Dropped one, it was still alive, and he walked out to get it without his gun. And the bird got up and flew on him, but it landed back down in the field, so we're gonna go get that. Collin just shot at a flock and ended up getting 1. I don't know if I got it on video or not.
Well, Dustin shot his limit. I got a chance to shoot some geese, so a little pack came over us, and I think there's 3 or 4 within shootable range. And it looked like I missed them all, but I was watching them fly back through that field, and it sailed down there and just flopped.
All right, guys, well, that's gonna wrap the hunt up. Birds are done flying. Dustin ended up shooting his limit of 8 geese. Collin got to shoot 1. There was 1 more flock that came over us right as Dustin finished his limit off, and Collin got a couple shots off on those. Not a bad morning, though, for 1 guy shooting. We're gonna go out and scout tonight. We're gonna try to find a duck feed that we can hunt sometime this weekend. Hopefully we can find something. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure you like the video. We're gonna be getting on a lot of bird hunts this fall, so if you wanna follow along, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.